This isn't a dream. I'm awake. What is this place? I see. The instability I detect in the air and the earth. The hollow night. Is this why I have been awakened? Nevertheless, if this is the current structure of a human town, I must have been asleep for generations. Buildings that pierce the sky. Carriages with no horse to move them. Countless artificial stars to hold night at bay long after the setting of the sun. Humans striving to overcome even their most primordial psychological fears. But the sheer number of their kind surprises me. To think they once suffered from starvation in the elements. That they cowered from wild beasts. How have they not only survived, but thrived? And how am I to find a single void amongst the herd? Or were they called inbirths? Finding one will be nearly impossible. But those are my master's orders, so I must obey. I should go. I shall concentrate on any voids, inbirths, nearby, and investigate as required.
What the hell? A naked girl?
You there. Suspicious inbirth. I have a question for you.
Forget your questions! Put on some damn clothes first! Clothes! Seriously, cover yourself up!
Clothes? Oh, of course. Autonomic nerves do not require clothes.
You might not need them, but I sure as hell do! Just put something on, okay?
I do not understand why you are so aggravated. However, I will assist in restoring your dignity and complying with your wishes. Accessing, connecting, loading, creation.
I'm more concerned with your dignity right now.
Is this good enough, inbirth? Now, I would like you to answer my questions. They are simple, really. I'm required to investigate the voids and inbirths of this world. All you must do is simply fight back against my attacks. I assure you that your life will remain intact, so do not worry.
Naked girl? But we are in a public place. Many people will be gathering here tonight. No, this is not appropriate.
I assumed that boy was exaggerating, so I determined that removing my armor would be acceptable. It seems that humans are sensitive to a lack of clothing. To avoid further issues, I shall re-equip my armor.
What? This girl, she's creating clothing out of thin air?
I'm going to assume there are no longer any problems. I am but a simple, unassuming, and harmless human being. I do not intend to capture or detain you.
If you were truly harmless, you would not have said that. You have much to explain, including how you managed to create that clothing.
A pity. I thought that by equipping armor of this type, it would make me more inconspicuous. I am impressed that you saw through my disguise. Was there a weak link in my reasoning?
Weak link? It's like your entire chain came apart. What are you exactly? I'm not going to hurt you, so perhaps you can tell your sister here about it?
I need not respond to falsehoods of any kind. I am an autonomic nerve, unit number 10076. My assigned name is Vatista. My orders are to oversee the Hollow Night.
An autonomic nerve? Why would something so rare be here? The leaked Christs have a girl such as yourself in their possession, under their protection. Thanks to our technicians, we were able to partially reactivate the subject. Upon verifying it to be conscious, we attempted to communicate with language. Afterwards, it became far from autonomous. However, I heard it was finally able to manifest itself as an intermediary for a short time. And here, is the original unit completely autonomous with the ability to walk and talk. It is quite hard to believe you are an artificial life form.
I see. So the signal I detected was from a sister unit. But to be saved by a human. Inconceivable. The technology that defines us is far beyond human comprehension.
While defeating Paradox is my top priority, taking this autonomic nerve back with me is a similarly important mission. Won't you please come back to Leech Christ with me, Vatista? I'm certain you'll be of great help in saving your sister.
Analyzing request. Compiling votes. 21 for and 78 against. It seems I must deny your request. My goal is the Abyss, not the repair of my sister machine. It was decided that my master's life bears priority, and that I must go to the depths of this night.
Well, that is unfortunate. However, after encountering an artifact such as yourself and learning what I know, I cannot let you be. If you will not come willingly, I have no choice but to shut you down by force. I had hoped to bring you back in one piece, but I'm very sorry about this, Lex.
Helicopter!
Are you a void? Or an in-birth that has fallen to the void? Or a former human?
In examining you, the beast inside me has no interest in your twisted, unappetizing manifestation. A vessel must be a source of calm, with the excess in itself being the raging torrent that it is.
Perhaps we are both corruptions, as our excess feels much the same. We strive toward humanity, yet the excess is artificial, and we ourselves are false. It is humanity that is unique and inexplicable.
You would not only call this horrific form of mine, but my very existence false? How ironic. So, artificial vessel with an artificial soul, what do you intend on doing?
My orders are clear. I am to maintain order in the Hollow Night, and control the population of in-births by calling their numbers. Additionally, I am programmed to terminate any voids I encounter.
Autonomic nerves. The legendary art born of the Hollow Night. Ancient technology returning to haunt us all. A cursed doll created in a human's image made to blindly follow its master. Truly pathetic.
Excess is the foundation of all existence, including humanity. Those who are false births are much the same. If so, then it would be inevitable that one would see a shadow of humanity within this vessel. Capricious human thought contradicts that of a doll's. This is clearly the will of the Master.
Fascinating. I entered the void while you strive to be free of it. Our prisons are different, but the shackles remain the same. Because of this, I shall gladly administer your last rites.
The programs that dictate my actions serve as both beneficial and detrimental. I have no choice but to obey my orders and eliminate you.
So you're tormented by your very existence? A real in-birth might feel much the same.
If it isn't a rare sight. Indeed, I reckoned you were just a child. But it seems you're one of those automatron things. So, what brings you here? Surely not the idea to suppress me.
My orders are to track down and eliminate those who would devour the manifestations of the Hollow Night. I am not to engage in births. I suggest you retreat, lost child.
Now don't be that way, little girl. I don't know exactly what you're after, but I'm sure would harm us and our cause.
Perhaps.
Averting your eyes? I know what you're thinking. My friends and I have a lot riding on this night. Anyone not allied with us is a threat. Like you, I too have orders to obey. I'm to stop anyone trying to pass through here.
Eliminating an in-birth may prove difficult. Throughout history, the one thing humans have excelled at is war. Unlike my own, it is your hardware that makes you formidable. Unfortunately, there is no method to determine whether your rapid mental development comes from your inferior physical form. Many of my kind have been defeated due to superior tactics. When it comes to strategy, your kind is quite adaptable. This is something of which the autonomic nerves are incapable. I doubt there is a species more fit for war than humans. However, the same cannot be said in this time, in this place. Elimination is necessary if you devour manifestations as similar to a void, and present as an obstacle to my master's will.
This is a very zen doll. You seem to be having a complicated argument with yourself. Try explaining it to me in short, easy words.
The average in-birth is formidable due to its ability to adapt. Should you stand in my way, I will eliminate you. Understand now? Stout, armed monster?
That's right. That's what I wanted to hear. Now that we face each other as enemies, words serve little purpose. You sad little puppet. It's time for me to rip you apart and leave your shell to rot. I'll cut those marionette strings with my claws!
This is the deepest part of the Hollow Night, where the altar of light and darkness lies. And what is that? The wandering in-birth. Is he fighting Paradox?
Damn it! I mean, not enough to beat her?
Alright, I think I've had enough of you. Now, how about you just die, little insulator boy? It's time to finish you. What? Get out of my way!
The strongest excess known to mankind. You can only be the in-birth who is disrupting the Hollow Night. Paradox.
You're that naked chick from earlier. What are you doing here?
You are the in-birth I encountered in the city. Is your purpose here... Did you come to force this woman to put on clothes too?
Enough of the clothes thing! You make it sound perverted!
Well, what do we have here? Who's this cute little girl? Is she a friend of yours? Say there, do you want to play with me?
I will decline, Paradox. I am Vatista, an autonomic nerve. I've come to terminate you, as per my program directives.
Autonomic nerve? You mean one of the ancient technologies long since lost to the Hollow Knight? I thought replicating you with modern techniques was impossible. To think you really do exist.
Yes, I detect 3 units linked to my system. In regards to technology, what is available today is far superior to mine. It was the death of magic that makes reproducing me impossible.
Oh God, how I want you. I can only imagine the good and evil we'd be able to do together.
Your attempts at manipulation grow tiring, Paradox. Or should I say, the witch who has woven her web into the abyss in order to prey on excess.
How rude. You attempt to apprehend a beautiful woman like myself, and then call me a witch? Very well. I was hoping to keep you intact, but I suppose I'll have to do with scrap metal instead. How dare you force me into such a position? This just makes me want you even more, little doll.
Autonomic nerves have restrictions in place that limit the damage you can inflict upon humans. However, I must compliment you, Paradox, on withstanding what should have been a lethal blow.
I'll retreat for now, but... oh, to think I'd see the insulator and an autonomic nerve on the same night? One day, I'll make you both mine.
She escaped. Considering her injuries, I doubt she'll be able to cause trouble for a while. Though they are inbirths, killing humans is not part of my programming, so my work here is done.
Damn, you're strong. You're an what again?
I am an autonomic nerve, wandering inbirth.
You know, I'd appreciate it if you didn't refer to me so generically.
Then what should I call you?
Hyde. That's my name after all. In this world, lots of people go by an alias, but mine is my real name.
Hyde. I've entered this deed into my memory, but now that my mission is complete, I will once again go to sleep until I am needed again. You will probably be long dead before that happens. I suppose we will never meet again.
Oh, well, that's fine. Just remember my name until you get home and sleep.
Understood, Hyde. And I shall remember your name. But this is odd. The Hollow Night has ended, and the inbirths and voids have fallen. Yet there is no exit call.
What's the matter? Don't tell me you can't get home.
There is only one logical explanation. Paradox was not the true power behind this incident. That means my true enemy still lurks somewhere in the shadows. Hyde, it would seem that my role here is not yet fulfilled. I must continue to function in this world until the next Hollow Night.
What the hell? The next night? It's still another month away. What are you gonna do until then?
What will I do? That is easy enough to answer. I will remain idle here for the next 2.5 million seconds.
Of course. How stupid of me. Listen, why don't you stay at my house? It'd get kind of rough staying outside for a month, yeah?
Staying at someone's house implies a need to sleep. Autonomic nerves do not require such trivialities.
Yeah, it might not bother you any, but it'll bug the hell out of me. Besides, if you just stand here, people will start talking. Just come along. Anyway, there's someone I want you to meet. We can talk details after that. And after all, we still have plenty of time to kill, right?